bandwidth. All right, Steve, fantastic, man. Great. It says it's lagging a little bit over here, so that's why I'm asking. Anyway, I like the way this price action is looking here on Snow. Back over 275 can take us back towards 300 here. We're getting a little push here on the 5 minute. The final low was 231.11. And so I'm in, I'm holding. I didn't add on that dip. I had some orders in the 209s, the 215s, another one at 190. So I didn't add on that dip. Again, 244 is my average, went to 319, didn't sell. Holding at 231. Look for this to continue. I mean, this is an excellent stock. And I didn't have enough buying power to get as much as I wanted. I've got a lot of positions going on now, but you know what? I think I got 9 or 10 shares, so I'm happy with that. And if it dips down lower, I'll definitely add some more. So a couple other things I wanted to talk about here as well. Excuse me. There we go. So just going over a few things, and why is that coming up? There we go. All right, so it's a little bit on the cloud computing. So we know we have U. That's Unity Software, and I put the link there in the chat. That is going IPO tomorrow. The symbol will be U. Some of Snow's competitors you're going to keep an eye on, as well as Cloudera. They actually getting a little pop off of that today with the Snowflake IPO, but that is one of their competitors, nowhere near as big as a market cap as Snowflake. Of course, Amazon and Google, Amazon Web Services, Google Cloud. So, yeah, I think one of the reasons Amazon is tanking on that Snowflake news. Very interesting there. And then we'll take a look at Google. Oops. All right, so if you can't afford or choose not to invest in individual cloud computing stocks, there are a few cloud computing ETFs. I used to have this one. I no longer do. It's the SKYY. That was kind of the first ones I came across when they first came out, but they have been just absolute monsters this year. I mean, take a look down here on the bottom chart. Look at this. $46. Just ride that trend all the way up to 85. The thing's almost double. Now the market's pulled back over the last couple weeks. So that's what this pullback is in here. No big deal. This sector is continuing to move higher. And again, instead of paying $250 a share for Snow, maybe you want to get this ETF, which is very good in my opinion. We just hit an all-time high, but at 73. So again, that's up to you. So you got 3,265. Just looked over there on the chat on the other screen. Cool, Steve. That's awesome, man. Yeah, I mean, what's that? $800, 246, yeah, $800, something like that. I'd 775. I mean, let it ride, man. I mean, do what you want. Do your own planning, but yeah, I'm letting mine ride. I mean, hey, if it goes to 600 tomorrow, I'm definitely going to be trying to sell half my position, and then it'll be just free money. Just real quick, I got this right before I went live. I had some other stuff going on. This SBE just popped up. Now, it is a SPAC, okay, and it is doing a reverse merger. Here, I have it pulled up. But it's doing a reverse merger with a electric car charging company. So the SPAC here, SBE, which is a Switchback Energy, is acquiring this oldest electric vehicle charging. So that bodes well for Nikola, Tesla, and all the other electric vehicle makers and suppliers. Of course, GM's in with that. We know what's been going on with Nikola in the news. So keep an eye on that one. I got in at 1327. I don't know. I'm holding it. So this just kind of doing a pullback here. I'm fine below that gap open support there at the low 1226. Speaking of electric vehicles, Tesla. I have upside calls on this. I have the 450s. No, I got rid of those 465s, 95, and the 500s. I do like how this is holding up. And I'm sorry I'm bouncing around the place. I'm just trying to get everything in quickly, and then we can get back here to snow. But I do like Tesla and how it's acting today. I mean, Tesla's very choppy, a high beta name. High beta just means it moves around a lot. So it obviously very volatile, but it's well within the range and the parameter of what's been going on the last few days with it. So looking for a close and a hold today, I would say right here at about 446-ish, right around in here, 442, and up here to about 445, somewhere in this range there, right here. If we can hold this area, because today's only Wednesday, these options I have do expire on Friday. And I also own the common shares, but I own them much, much lower. I'm up 200 and some percent on my average is 115, which before the split it was like 500 and some when the stock was at 2,400. So anyway, I'm up pretty good. I'm not touching my shares. I'm just letting those ride. But my options do expire on Friday on those. I just love these little wait on 150. Yeah, that'd be sweet if Snow got back down to 150. You're talking about Tesla. Yeah, data warehouses, man. It is the future. So I like the Snow house hanging out. Zoom video. They did a thing yesterday with where they're coming out with a work type product. All right, Zoom video, everybody knows them. Online video communications, online meetings. So Work, aka Slack, is like the new instant messenger. You know, it's the 2020 version of the 1995 instant messenger from AOL. So they were developing a Slack-like product, symbol Work, W-O-R-K. So that's why their stock's kind of tanking. So someone coming in and gobbling up their space. So just to touch on that, you know, someone always comes out and tries to make a better mousetrap, right? Back in the day, you had IBM and Microsoft and Apple all tried to be the first ones to create the best new kind of home computer of the best one you could have at the day in the mid to late 70s and early 80s. And Apple came to market first, and then then IBM came out and started outselling Apple. And IBM's been around a long time. Their stock just blew up. And then fast forward 20 years from that, Apple overtook them. But then Microsoft, they said, well, we're not going to be building a computer. We're just going to stick to the software. We're not going to do hardware. And of course, sold millions and millions and billions of Microsoft Office, Word, etc. Of course, Microsoft got into the hardware game with Xbox. So, Ball, yeah, man, it's been kind of a mixed day, man. Not been too good, but ain't been too bad. I'm overall happy. Look, as I soon start talking about work now, it's selling off as we're speaking about it. A couple of things I wanted to touch on. Those are your cloud computing plays. If you want to take a look at those, I'll stick them in chat. Cloud ETFs. So those are all going to be getting a boost here, as the Snow stock, gets through this first IPO day and kind of settles and digests and moves forward. So a lot of these ETFs, the reason I touch on those is because they're going to be adding Snow to their cloud computing ETF base. I don't know what the weight's going to be yet, etc. You can go and look those up. I can pull this up over here if you're interested. Oh, you didn't get any Snow? Yeah, I had to rearrange and kind of sell off and rework a few things to be able to free up some buying power to get that today. So what is that? Okay, what's another one? ARC W, that's another good one. But I like the Sky, the CLOU, and the WCLD and the IBS. Let's look at the SKY. I want to see what's the top weighting on that one. What is the top weighting in that particular cloud ETF? Oh, come on, where's the fund structure? All right. Where's the top 10 holdings? Oh, down here. Why don't they just put that at the top? Alibaba, that's interesting. Amazon, Microsoft, Oracle, Alphabet, Fastly, CenturyLink, VMware. You know, that's interesting. They don't even have, of course, Amazon and don't have Google in here. Okay. So maybe they may add their top 10 weighting. So Alibaba's are top on a 4.8, Amazon a 4.6. Let's go and see what was that, CLOU, what their top holding is. We can get it. All right. Let's go look at Snow. And now things are market selling here, huh? Yep. I just looked over on my other side, and the market not doing too well. Selling off here a bit. Oh well, it's fine. If you look here, I like the that's a half a cup. We have a long way to go back. But as you can see, we're supporting right here on this 50-day moving average. We need to clear over this recent resistance there, right where the 20 moving average is, around 343. And we were trying to attempt to do it right here. I was on the bottom chart, on the top chart on the 5-minute. We were attempting to do it there and just couldn't do it here about 30 minutes ago. So we're kind of being arranged. The Fed did come out with the monthly minutes, and Powell said they are going to keep rates low until at least 2023. So I mean, that's another 26 months or so. So I mean, anyway, I may take a look, and you'll see my snow here. I'm just going to pull that over. I like the setup here. What I like here about it. Now, we've been in a, kind of bad range here the last week. But what I like here about the SPY, kind of like there, kind of it's an ascending triangle. We'll say Wednesday. I'm going to look at some Friday. I'll pull them up here now. Friday, 343 calls if they're not too expensive. Let's look at them. See what we got. Yeah, but sometimes I like when it's hyped like that, though, straight ball, because that means that everybody's interested. And of course, you saw that snow go from 240 all the way up to 320. It's pretty crazy. All right, so I'm looking to buy some cheap calls for Friday. Why are you buying calls when the market's tanking? Well, sometimes you have to hedge and go against what the market is currently telling you. And we have another cloud IPO tomorrow, Unity coming. This big one today. Unless some horrible news, but again, I'm betting that we break back over 343. So that's my thesis. Whether it works or not, I don't know. But you know what? That's what the market's all about. But it's high volume candle here. Not this one, but the previous 5-minute, kind of a hammer. We're bouncing right here off of this. You can look the not the high, but the open, or excuse me, the close of this candle, and then the couple days ago, the bottom of this one. I like it. I'm going in 343 SPY calls for Friday. I'm going to buy 2 of them for September the 18th, which is Friday. Today is the 16th. I have a new computer. I just got to get all my software and all this other stuff transferred over to it. This thing's running super slow right now, and I don't like it. 0.888. I might just have to do it on my phone. I don't know why it's all hanging up so bad, guys. I apologize. If it'll go. Well, come on. By the time I get it logged in over here. Alright. You gonna do it now? Alright, submit it. I may be able to get them cheaper. They actually went up. Even the SPY's going down more, the calls are going up. That means it's holding premium, and it will probably increase. That's crazy. 0.91. Alright. I just bought them. I don't know why I was hanging on my computer. I bought them on my phone. I don't trade on the phone. I just monitor, obviously when you have to, but, I'm pretty active. I have several accounts, not just Robin. I use it mostly for options. So if we go to the SPY here, if it'll pull up. If not, then I'm going to close it up and bring this back over here and open it up on this side. So yeah, I'm down a little bit today, not doing too hot today. Made some good trades. Just the all right. So here's the SPYs I just got. I paid 91 for them. Bought 2. They're 343 calls. So you can see right here we're starting to curl a little bit. So that's what I just got. SPY 343 9/18. Anybody else pick those up? Alright. A couple other things I wanted to go over. So I think, TBT. So now that the market's turned around, TBT actually popped. This was the initial at the 2 o'clock hour when Powell announced they're keeping rates low. TBT is the inverse 30-year bond, whereas the TLT's long the 30-year treasuries. Okay, so you can see TLT, that one went down, but they both had a factor of 3, but obviously the other one moves a lot more than this one, but I guess you look percentage-wise. So that was all there on my notes that I wanted to discuss, and take a look at some other cloud computing stocks. We already looked at Cloudera. Let's see where old Snow is doing. Yeah, I like this action here holding up. Now, again, tomorrow, remember, the insiders got in on Snowflake at 120, all right? A lot of these guys were selling up here to 320s. They made $200 a share profit. And, these guys had millions and hundreds of thousands of millions of shares. So, they made an absolute killing today. And they got up there and they were just hitting the sell button. And that's what happened. When it got down here, I was, I had other orders in, like I said, 215, 205, 190, in case it got down there, because I did want to average down on it, and it never got that low. But I like it so far. So tomorrow we're going to have to hold this. The low is 231.11. Definitely want to hold that for tomorrow. But I think a lot of people are going to be still coming into this that maybe missed out on it today, might buy it in after hours. This company's growth is just massive. They're growing like 180% year over year and 120% quarter over quarter versus this past second quarter. Just leaps and bounds. Let's see what Tesla's up to. Hey, here we go. Spies are holding up. Beyond me, I wanted to trade that this morning, and normally I would have killed it on this big pop this morning. I was watching it, but I was just holding my money on the sidelines. I traded a few others in and out of trimmed some other options, bought some new ones. Bought some other stock. But, I was waiting on the Snowflake IPO, so I didn't get on that move. I mean, that was a nice $12 move there this morning on Beyond. The fake burger looks like it's coming back there. Let's look at the daily chart. So obviously, I do a lot of analysis, and I've cleaned this up. So this is like, what's all those lines? What's a lot better than what it used to be? Because what happens is if I don't delete them, and then when I close the software every night, then it automatically saves it. So right here, about 160 would be my target. We've been on a nice run here for the last week or so. Now the market's been trading down over the last week and a half. What's Beyond been doing? I mean, since 120 on September the 9th, today's what, the 16th, so in a week, this thing's going up $40 with the market going down. My motto on Beyond Meat is trade it, don't eat it. That's all I gotta say. I like the real beef. So 160 would be my next idea on that one. Okay, let's look and see what we got moving over here. On the left-hand side of the screen are my trade idea scanners. I love them. I've been using them for 6 or 7 years. I swear by them, and I wouldn't trade without them. There's a link in the description if you're interested in downloading them. They are very affordable. Look at this, LJPC. Room to 537 on this one. 537. Why 537? Because it's the 200 moving average is sitting right there. That's the red line down at the bottom. There's nothing stopping it. Now, where are we at now? Okay, we're at 78.83 RSI. Look for a pullback under 5. And that's where I take my entry. I just don't feel like holding this overnight. If I might pick up a little. I mean, I could buy 100 shares of it or something, but I've just got so many irons in the fire right now, guys. But I do like the look here. No particular news on it that I see. NEE, that's right. This, I believe, this is the one that's getting ready to do a split. NextEra Energy, and it's been tearing up the charts, and it just made a monster move from the other day, 280 all the way up to 300. But I think they're going to do a 3-to-1 split. Let's go double check it. Upcoming splits. Stock split. And today, was it announced? I swear I heard something about them. There it is. The split date was announced on the 14th, 2 days ago. The ex-div date is the 10/27. So they're doing a 4-to-1 split. So I was thinking 3-to-1, which make it just under about $85, $90 a share. So again, a stock split doesn't make the company worth less or worth more. Your investment value stays the same. A lot of people run up ahead of the stock splits. What happened with Apple? What happened with Tesla? But what happened after they split? Everybody sold them, right? They sold off. They sold a couple of their shares that they got back on split right on that first new day of trading, because experienced traders know that most of the newbie traders and people that don't do their homework and research and study and analyze, oh, I got cheap shares. Now, you have the same, yes, it's cheap shares, but the company's didn't go from being worth $2 trillion to now being worth $200 million. If you get my drift, I'm going to put this in the chat there so you guys can have that. That is NEE. Very good company. Again, it's an energy company. Been around a long time. Definitely put that on your radar for the upcoming split. The NextEra Energy. Ah, shit. You know what I'm going to do? Is delete. Put that up. I'm going to put a screenshot link in so you guys can click on the link and look at it yourself. There's another one. I'll do it again here. Hold on. Now, where'd you go? There we go. All right. So 4-to-1. So this would be what, about a $70 stock? Is that right? My math's about right. 280, somewhere about $70, somewhere around there. So I'd wait for them to split and then I'd buy the shares. Because if you have, let's say you have 4 shares at 280, you're just going to have 8 shares at 70, and it's going to be the same price. There you go. What a beast, though. So another thing on this snow, I want to go back to that. Sorry, I got off the topic there. So the total amount of the float, and let me make this full screen. The total amount of the float in the snow IPO was 28 million. So we have already traded 32 million. So we've traded 4.3 million more than the entire. It's rotated the entire float and then some today. So the people who were in, they got out. People who were out, they got back in. Some people still holding, but the entire float has been rotated. Very, very interesting, and it's holding up. So we're come up on 330 here. This is typical when a lot of shorts start covering, and yes, there were shorts available on this at certain brokers, like Lightspeed did have it, but you have to be with a direct access broker or a big firm in order to get those shorts on an IPO day, and they're not cheap. A friend of mine got them at 58 cents a share, and then I think an hour or two later they went to $2.40 per share. So in other words, if you wanted to short the stock, say you wanted to short 100 shares, you had to pay $2.40 a share to short the stock, or at $2,400 just for the ability to be able to short it. Whether you shorted it or not, you're paying $2,400 up front just to have the ability to be able to short the stock. So think of that. So, but yeah, I mean, you get with I say Robinhood and other brokers, and I've been with some of them. I have TD Ameritrade as well, and I have another broker. Anyway, you can get all kinds of things. I mean, but it's expensive. It don't come cheap because there's very, very few shorts available on IPO day because all the insiders just got allocated those shares. All right, they just got those shares that they got. The IPO they got at the 120 price, and of course then they sold a pair of 320, 319. PPCB, just saw that in the chat. What's going on? PPCB. I don't see it on my scanner. What's happening here? Well, I mean, I guess it went from 0.0001 to 0.0001. 0.0010001. You know what I'm saying? I guess if you're a penny trader, what's the news on this, man? I mean, obviously, I see. I mean, I usually don't trade these sub penny pump and dumps. What's going on, man? You got anything penny on this specifically, or if not, I'm just going to delete it. I do see it. Anything significant? Yeah, about 1 million shares cost you what, $10? If you know something that I don't know anything about Propanic Biopharma. If if company catalyst or something, let me know. So nothing. Okay. Big orders coming through. And Penny, you got anything on this in particular? Because I'm pulling it up on .028 or 002, excuse me. Yeah, I mean, investment from institution. That was 2 months ago. Investment from an institutional investor. Now, I've done some of these in the past. It's not like I haven't. I have like a couple over my other account right now, small ones, but usually 8 times out of 10 I end up losing. That's why I don't go in super huge size. But $550,000 fund institutional investor for a $3 million finance agreement compared to sleep product candidate for phase 1. An advanced cancer patient suffered from solid tumors. So I don't know. You guys are into those sub pennies, and go take a look, take a shot. So all right. Nothing I'm interested in right now. I'll keep an eye on it. Maybe go to PLC. That's another one. I know I wanted to. All right, this is CPRI. I'd had options on this before, and I sold them pre-COVID. This thing was trading up here at 36. Now it went down as low as $5 and something, $5.42. Made a nice steady run, but it hasn't had that V-shaped recovery like a lot of other stocks have, where it went boom like this. It's more of this line down here, kind of gradual. But a couple of the guys on Fast Money last night were talking and said that this stock, and I haven't done a lot of fundamental analysis on it, but it is a luxury goods maker that could be worth double or even triple that in the next 12 months. So that's very interesting. And another thing from a technical analysis standpoint is this red line right here on the bottom chart. So that's the 200-day moving average. So we bumped up against it on Monday. We closed red yesterday, held it. Now we're kind of putting in a doji candle today, which is an indecision candle. But, I do like looking at some of the, outside, way out of the money options on this. And let's take a deep dive and look at some of the options on CPRI for like next June or something. Let's pull that up and see what we got here. So CPRI. All right, look at CPRI options. So kind of on buying power today. Got to pay some bills. January 2022. I really don't want to go out that far. I want to give it time to work. Let's see, January 2022. So, excuse me, that's 16 months from now. The 36s is where it was pre-COVID. So 37s are pricing in at 271. So you would break even at 39, $40.21. Of course, not much volume today. Only open interest of 100, implied volatility of 61. And that's January of 2022, excuse me. If you're talking another year and 4 months from now before this even expires. So you got plenty of time. So as the stock moves up, obviously all factors considered, if this thing makes a big move, and let's say between now, let's say a year from now, next September, they get a buyout at $40 a share, right? It's still worth $250. You're paying $270 for it, but the premium will be much more. Again, they're talking $60, possibly $90 a share on a buyout. I like it. 55. That's kind of because who knows what the premium would be, but I'm gonna have to hold this for a while. I do like it though. I missed some interest. Look at the 55 had 25 volume, 15 open interest on the 50. This is interesting. Let's go to February, and let's go as far as we can go in February. See, I don't like the February 35s are costing you $1. Stocks at 22. That's still too much. But I don't see too much, unusual activity. Oh, right here now. Hold on. This is February 2021's the 25 strike, 320. So you don't break even until 28.20. Stocks at 22.17, so you're 280. So it's priced in a pretty substantial extrinsic value for this particular option. But as you can see, double volume of 551 versus open interest of 211. I mean, 1.5 times actually, or 2.5, excuse me. Interesting. Let's see some near terms. Let's go a month out and see what they are. 25s. Wow. 74 and 1. But I think that's because the stock's at 22 and they're seeing the price action. But I don't see nothing crazy in the near term pricing in that it would possibly become a buyout that soon. It could happen. Anything's possible. I don't know. But I'd love to give myself some time. January, February. January 22, so my gosh. That's all the way out there at the 55 strikes. Alright, call me crazy. I'm buying 2 January 22 $55 calls on Capri. And I'm putting the limit in for $1 and I'm buying 2 of them. Let's see if we get filled here. Come on. Filled. Nope. Really? I mean, it was 89 by 110. I put in $1. That's more than the halfway point, and you're not going to fill me. All right, let's try this again. So I got to cancel the. I'll just go to replace that order. All right, I'm gonna go 2 at 105, and that's as high as I'm going. 2, 105. That's it, and not a cent more. Look, man, it's going to drop on me. I'll have to go to the phone again. There we go. 2 at 105. All right. Probably paid too much for them, but I got 2 there. Two at 105. It'll probably be my last trade of the day here. Let me put that over here, Sky ETF, and put that back over there. If you guys want to read more on it, you're welcome to. I will put a link in the chat. So you guys enjoying it? Give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, and be notified when I upload new content. And yeah, give TradeIdeas a try if you guys are interested. I do love their scanners, man. Look at Apple just getting annihilated today, man. Oh boy, man. This ain't looking too hot here for Apple. But obviously this is looking, Apple trades with the SPY, so it looks just like the SPY. My average is 95 on Apple. Again, I owned it before the split. So, I'm not adding up here on this yet, but that will still bring it would have to, if they got back down to 90, I'd add some more back down to my average. Or I would even maybe consider adding some at 100. But I was long biased Apple calls this week. and obviously not working out too good. But that could all change tomorrow. Here's another one just popped up. What's thing called? PRPL. What's going on here? Ooh, 2460 down to 2280, almost a 2-point drop. 50 and 20 sit down here around the 21s. Let's look at long-term support on this. Not sure what the news is on that, or that's probably just technicals, nothing too crazy. This is a weekly chart. What is PRPL? Is that a coatings company? I can't remember. Hey, man, appreciate it, Straight Ballin'. Thank you very much, man. PRPL. What in the world is that? I forgot it. Purple Innovation? A chemical? Or is that a mattress company? I'm just trying to figure what they do. Purple Innovation. They are fixtures, appliances, manufacturers. I said mattresses with Casper. Mattresses, pillows, and cushions. Okay. Bed sheets, mat frames, duvets, etc. Okay, so trays with Casper. Let's check Casper CSPR. Okay, wanted to just make sure they didn't have some big down or mattress shortage. So, and that's another thing to always consider, guys. PRPL. Know your correlations. Know what stocks trade in what categories, what sectors the sympathy plays, right? So if this morning Joe Blow analyst came out and said, we're downgrading Wells Fargo to a strong sell, get out now. Well, Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, Citigroup, PNC, all the banks are going to tank just because of that if they put some strong sell. Now, it may be Wells Fargo specific, okay? Something going on. Of course, we know they've had their issues, and this is just, I'm just making an example. But other banks are going to trade down with it. Now, maybe tomorrow, the day after that, you know, the banks are still going down, then they start rebounding. But then JP Morgan, or excuse me, Wells Fargo, the one that got downgraded, would continue to go down. But that's where you buy the good quality banks, the other ones that don't have the issues. You see what I'm saying? So Casper was a recent IPO, I don't know, a year or so ago. Forgot exactly when they IPO'd. Ain't been a year ago, February, excuse me. Right in the middle of the pandemic. They went IPO the beginning of February at 16, dropped to 2, and now they're 8. So actually they're up 400%, believe it or not. Almost 400, 350. And what I'm saying is know your correlations and what's going on, what stocks and what sectors. Very important, guys. If you're trading in and out of stocks and day trading, and that's fine. I do that as well. But just step back for a second. Just the minute that something starts moving, you don't have to pop in it. If you have some definitive news that, hey, ABC stock is getting bought out at $100 a share and the stock's at 50, well, then, hey, I'd be hopping in with everything I had as well. But, you don't have no verifiable news. Kind of check out, analyze the stocks, step back, check for news real quick. It's kind of, take 10, 15 seconds and kind of search around and see what's going on. There's no need to jump in stocks and, and I'll always have a risk in mind and, your risk reward. I like to have a 1 to 2 risk to reward. So, in other words, if I'm buying a stock at $1 and I'm buying 1,000 shares, my target is $2 a share. All right, that's my target. Now, my stop on that would be 50 cents. Stock's at $1, 50 cent stop, 1,000 shares. That's a $500 drawdown. Now, and it's all account size specific. So if you only have 100 shares and your risk will be 50 cents, your target's $2. Now maybe it gets up to 150, you sell half of it. Always pay yourself along the way. Nobody ever went broke taking a profit. So anyway, I just like to say these things because it's just I see so much out there, and Hey, maybe I'm not the most entertaining person, but I will tell you I'm very, very knowledgeable, and I know what in the hell I'm doing. And I'm going to start live streaming more because I think a lot more people need to see the contract and see how real traders, real money, and real experience know what's going on. And, I'm not building a house in the Maldives, and I'm not buying a hotel on the Las Vegas Strip, but we're just trading stocks here, man. This is I was just thinking, I was up till 4 o'clock last night doing some deep dives on some stocks and themes and different stuff. I don't know if you heard of this. This is a REIT, real estate investment trust, and they pay a monthly dividend. So this past month it was 0.2335, so 0.2335 cents, so 23 1/3 cents for every share you own. Excuse me. So I've been wanting to get in this for a while, and I said when the market started bottoming there in March after the initial COVID panic that I get in, and then I didn't. It dropped back down, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna just move on. I got in a bunch of other things, Shopify, I bought Tesla, Apple, a lot of great stocks on the cheap. But if you want a steady Eddie and monthly dividend investment stock, I like this one. Do your due diligence. Don't trade off of what I say, but I like it, and I'm going to be buying some soon. Not today. This last week's been kind of rough. And then the market's taking a dump here this afternoon, but I want to start loading up on that, and I just created another account specifically for only long terms that I'm not going to touch. Hey, Straight Bone, thank you, man. I've been looking here at this screen. I do, man. I put it out there, brother. Yeah, man. Look, man. I'm not, and I'm not gonna call out nobody by name, but we know who we're talking about. This summer, most of it, this past week, maybe not so great, but I appreciate that, man. But yeah, you can't talk, texting people and say, hey, look, man, you're gonna do it. You say you're gonna do it, but then you don't. It's the same SOS, same old shit, day in and day out. I'm like, they do it or don't. But don't keep saying you're going to do it, but then 300 people tune in and watch. I don't get it, and I've got 4 people watching. So go figure, man. I don't know, dude. I don't know. I tell you what I would have done, though, I would have put full margin and, hindsight being 2020 now, but just put it all in Tesla and just let it eat and just. I would have had to get a job or have something, some extra money coming in between that. But back in February till now, man, I'd be sitting about $500,000 at least. I know, continuing. $20. Give the gap there to what? Right, 1822. We're sitting right at this gap. You have the gap from here and then to the bottom of that candle there. Let me blow it up on the chart. You can see a little bit better. But that's not going to hold much water. There's not much support in that area. What's the low there again? 1823. We're at 1816. 1823. Anyway, you get it. I think this is the third day, though. That's the only thing. I go by the rule of 3. A lot of hedge funds use it as well. You can research it. But on the third day of a big run up like this, right, this thing's been going down, down, down. You can kind of see it curling here. And then Monday, we got the pop, and then it's been going straight up from $10, and we're at 18. We're up 80% in 3 days, guys. I mean, I don't know, but is there a chance that tomorrow, the possibility, Smokey, you ain't got no job. You ain't got shit to do. Let's buy that $20 option on INO. You know what I'm saying, Smoke? So, all right. I think I'm going to take a chance. All right, Smokey, we're going in. I know. INO. Come on, man. I have to go over on the phone again. What in the heck? All right, I'm looking at INO $20 calls. I don't know what's holding up here on the website. There it goes. Come on. INO. That's the only thing I hate about it. It's just so clunky. The ease of use of Robinhood I like. Like, it's just simple. All right, you want dollars, you share. How many share, boom, you hit the button. Like TD or Ameritrade, things, it's just so complicated. There's too many bells and whistles that you don't need. And that's what I like. There's no commission on options here. TD Ameritrade does charge it 65 cents each for each contract, buying and selling. I'm about the 20s, $1.18. That's expensive. So that's giving you a little bit of $1.18, 19.40. I like the chance though. Let me go 21s ain't much cheaper. They're expensive. What are they pricing in? Yeah, the premiums aren't expensive here. What are they pricing in? Had that deal the other day. That was after alert stock move. So that was the 925. Oh no, that was the other day, wasn't it? Or no, that was today. I know. So these are to start price move 522. So they were putting the 925 15 puts. Huh. The 15 puts. Which would bring you back down to about right here. Yeah. See, but this thing's ripping here. This thing might hit 20 here, maybe not in the next 5 minutes before the close. Just FYI, but this thing's strong. But what I'm seeing here on the call side, double open interest on the $20 calls, right? 20,000 versus 8,000. Let's look at the $15 puts. 36 versus 18, so about double there on the puts. I just think that this thing very well could continue to 20 tomorrow, and that you're going to lose premium on it. And then maybe Friday we get the pullback. But judging by the price action, this monster volume hit, today, coming in. We're 105 million shares traded today. Yesterday, 44 million. The day before, Monday, 16 million. Went from 16 million to 105 million. Now, I don't know what the floating on is on it right offhand. Anyway, it doesn't matter right this second. The market's about to close. This thing's ramping right now. 15 puts. I don't know. I mean, look, I'm going to go back. I'm going to try to maybe get it in before close. We've got 4 minutes here. 21 calls. They are very expensive. Let's see if anybody's let's see who's doing a 14 put. Wow. All right, now I'm going to do this. And this is very, very risky. So, don't trade this. Not advice. You do what you want. But I'm going to take the 14 put. I'm going to buy 2 of them. So it'll cost me $60 for this Friday, expiring Friday in 2 days. The 14 puts. I may lose it all, but I'm going to take this chance that we get some type of pullback tomorrow or even Friday, and able to capitalize on some premium here. Look at the high today. It was 121 on it at one time. Excuse me, but that was before it opened up at 14, so I guess that's why it was so high. All right, so I'm in. I got the INO 14 put for September 18th, this Friday, expiring this Friday, guys. So if you're trading that, just be careful, because that theta will kill you. that's the time to kill you. It will kill you. Yeah, I saw those the vaccine, Pfizer as well, AstraZeneca, all those guys, J&J. I mean, well, how many hundreds of billions is Johnson Johnson worth? So many products in their pipeline. But yeah, they're working on a vaccine as well. I mean, don't count Johnson Johnson out either. CODX. Let's get back. Let's check on snow. We got 2 minutes, guys. CODX beasted. What was the mRNA? Myrna. Man, I was loaded heavy on that. On options, and I had stocks as well. I held on, held. I sold some. I am still holding some because to me, they have one of the strongest chances, and I'm not going to get into it now, but of getting a vaccine. And the thing is, guys, is whoever, there's multiple companies working on it. You got Pfizer, you got Abbott, you got Johnson & Johnson, Myrna. I mean, all these companies, AstraZeneca, working on the vaccine for the COVID. But the first one that gets it to market, that they can get the vaccine. Now, there's going to be several of them. They're going to need a lot of them. But whoever gets it first is the one that's going to be paid the most premiums in terms of the stock price. So just remember that. You always want to be first to market, right? Just think about, just like we were talking about earlier with the IBM and the Apple computer. Apple's first to market. They made a lot of money. But then IBM came out and built a better computer mousetrap, and then, they retook them over. Well, about time to close. Better fold in, batten down the hatches, and get ready to settle in. Because it's going to be a crazy end of the week, guys. One last look at snow. And then get out of here 4 o'clock. Go see what the outside looks like. Oh, man. Selling off snow. See, we were talking, and I said I wanted to hold that 260 to 280 range. And we're not. That's all right, though. Not like it. Going bankrupt, going back to $50. I don't know. It could. Who knows? I'll wake up tomorrow and my 9 shares I'm down 100 points. I'm down $900 on 9 shares. That'd be crazy. But again, I just went in small size. If I had more buying power and I could have sold some Tesla and other stocks, I could have bought 50 shares, 100 shares of it, but, I wouldn't have bought 100 shares of it. Probably 50 would have been the most I bought. Anyway, closing bill. But it's just too much risk. So, hey, if it drops 100 points, honestly, if I wake up tomorrow and this thing's at 152, I'm going to be fine. I got 9 shares. I'm out $900, so, live to see another day and recoup. And actually, I'll probably buy a few more, actually. But I appreciate everybody stopping by, man. Yes, Rick Bone on the Comedy Street, man. Appreciate everyone stopping by. And hit that thumbs up button on the way out and click the bell notification so you get alerted when I go live or post new content. Any last minute questions before I go? All right, guys, if that's it, then I'm going to get out of here. I really appreciate it, and we will talk to you soon. Hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys. Come back, man. Tell all your friends, post on social media. It's the real deal right here. So hopefully we don't get any snow tonight if you know what I mean, and we don't get dumped on by 10 feet of snow. Just maybe some flurries tonight. And no, not that kind of snow. Get your minds out of the gutter, guys.